Welcome to Gucci Turban. This is Gucci Turban. I'm Mr. Nimesh. This is Mr. Turban himself, Gucci Flex. Awesome.
Jamboy Flex, a.k.a. Young Coolie.
Young Coolie. I was talking to Ravi Patel, the comedian slash actor, or actor slash comedian. I don't know if he calls himself a comedian, but he's a funny guy. But we were discussing briefly doing a fake podcast where I played Vivek and he plays Cash, and it was going to be called Coolin' It with Coolies. We didn't launch
sketch. You should just make a film a sketch.
We didn't do it.
Is he in New York?
No, he's in. I think he's in Vancouver right now shooting his Fox show, but he lives in Nashville. But it would be pretty funny. Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ravi.
Yeah.
He looks like Cash, unfortunately for him. Except he's jacked. Ravi's jacked.
You could make him look even more. Yeah, you could make him look like Cash.
It would be
just get
so
a little
funny.
beard on him, and he'll look exactly like Cash.
Yeah.
Right there.
It'd be so funny to just Coolin' It with Coolies, and
He's a good actor, though, man.
He's fantastic.
Shout to you, Ravi.
He's fantastic. But we would just do a hotline where people call in for Indian advice.
You'd have to he'd have to be standing, and then you'd have to be on your knees, standing up to for the effect, because you're too tall. You're like a foot taller than Vivek.
No, we would do it like
Sitting?
basically like a podcast like this. But I'd be Vivek and you would be
Cooling it with coolies.
Coolin' It with Coolies. They don't know it's bad to be called a coolie.
No, they'll probably claim it.
Do you see freaking Vivek get chewed out by a white Christian little boy?
Yeah, that he'd never vote for a Hindu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would love to ask how Vivek became the right-wing Indian person's guy, because Aunt Coulter said to his face that she would never vote for him because he's Indian.
Look at the makeup on his face, by the way.
I know, I mean.
Look at the makeup and the veneers, too, when he smiles.
But Vivek aside, that's
a crazy makeup job. You got a foundation on the neck, too, lady, whoever you did this.
Yeah.
Come on.
Vivek aside, he's whatever. This is the future. This kid is fucking 16. This is a child.
Yeah, I mean, this is all algorithms turn these kids into psychos, man.
You know?
That's a red pill manosphere,
right,
for the last half a decade.
Oh, baby.
Oh no. That's the future.
Yeah. She's not gonna. She'll never have the internet.
Yeah, the future's like, no.
My child will never have the internet.
These kids getting red pilled is kind of crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't build this country, et cetera. It's like, bro, what do you know? You don't know anything about Indian people in this country.
Well, also they didn't build shit either. Let's be honest.
This kid's 12.
This kid's 12, and his parents are probably immigrants at some point. They came from Germany, probably 2 generations ago. They didn't do shit either.
Uh-huh. Also, these are awful Christians. Mm-hmm. These are bad Christians. That's the funniest thing about Christianity in America, is that every Christian who claims to be Christian is a piece of shit Christian. I'm more Christian than these kids. I don't what part of Christianity says talk to people like this or believe this in general? You're supposed to be accepting of everybody, appreciate everyone's ideas, love thy neighbor, all that, And Christian values and Hindu values, if we're talking about scamming people, are pretty aligned. So
it's all religious values. You got to scam a little bit.
Yeah, it's a scam.
It's a giant scam. But there was some comment where they wanted to talk us. They want a viewer wanted us to talk about the alt-right and Christians. I don't know if it was on the Patreon or something. But essentially
is that being picked up?
Kind of, but usually whenever it's in the post, it's not really there that much.
Well, I mean, that crying you hear is our souls.
It's our spirit. They're dying.
Sorry, you were saying?
Anyway, after Nixon, when Republicans started losing their base in the Midwest because they destroyed unions, their kind of major scam was
Nixon, Carter, Reagan.
Yeah, was trying to get to the churches.
Yeah,
that's where they got their voter base back. They lied a lot. They
blamed welfare queens.
Blamed welfare. Blamed immigrants. used the church as their mouthpiece for all that because there were community centers in all these rural areas. And that's why like these people have this.
When did churches become tax free? Well, I wonder if it was the same time.
I don't know. No, church has been got to be tax free for a while,
forever. I'm doing my whole one of my marquee bits right now is just talking about the history of the gutting of manufacturing.
1913.
1913. Oh, okay.
Oh, so not that far back.
The modern federal income tax, 16th Amendment, established churches were implicitly exempted.
I just wonder. I was just putting my tinfoil hat on and thinking, oh, Nixon gave them the tax break if he was allowed to get votes from them, you know. But I'm sure that's why they gave him a tax break. Back in 1913 was President Wilson. Woodrow Wilson was president in 19... No, he was president before the Great Depression. So
yeah, who was the president in 1913?
McKinley.
Let's see.
Even ChatGPT is like, who?
Data does not go back that far. Wilson. Okay. Nice. Look at that.
Nice.
Good old racist Woodrow Wilson. The OG, one of the OG presidents that people didn't think was racist, but was mad racist. Remember when they took his name down at Princeton or something?
Really? I didn't know the story.
Oh, no, he's mad racist.
They'd probably put it back up now.
I just assume they're all racist except for like Obama and Clinton.
No, Clinton was definitely racist.
Nah, Clinton loved everybody equally.
No.
Maybe too much.
Clinton,
he loved too much. He loved too deeply.
Clinton was certainly racist. I mean, the whole tough on crime, private prison industrial complex took off during his presidency.
Really? The private prisons too?
Yeah. That's all Clinton.
I mean, Clinton gave a lot of Indian people jobs outsourcing.
That was H-1B was signed into law by George Bush.
Damn, out of the 47, there's only 4 that pop up asking ChatGPT which president was not
racist.
Lincoln, Grant, Jimmy Carter.
Oh, see, Jimmy Carter's not racist. Obama's, I don't know, Obama might be racist towards us, though.
A little bit.
Because he didn't support Zoran, and then he bombed Pakistan a lot.
Well,
I don't know. He celebrated Diwali, though.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
It's point in favor.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Okay, so bombs.
One step back, two steps forward, one step back.
Every president bombed, and every president killed brown people.
Not Jimmy Carter, though, man. He was just growing potatoes and getting blamed for a debt crisis.
Jimmy Carter wanted to bomb the Middle East for sure. 100%. He was just too nice. Goddamn OPEC went crazy on his ass. Was that OPEC? OPEC was right when Carter was president. That's why inflation took off under Carter, because
that was just a debt crisis is why inflation took off.
That was part of it, but it was also the Middle Eastern oil producing countries realized that America wasn't going to be in charge of how much people are paying for gas anymore, and they were like, "Fuck you, Jimmy Carter." That's why he lost the election against Reagan in the 80s, early 80s.
Man, gas prices still drive elections to this crazy degree where people will throw everything away for gas prices.
Yeah, I mean, the no one puts it together in their own heads that they would be a lot more politically free if they just took public transportation. Oh, what's going on, baby? I'll be right back. What were we talking about? Jimmy Carter, OPEC, inflation.
Jimmy Carter, OPEC,
oil.
inflation,
Obama,
oil.
Which presidents were racist?
Which president racist? Most of them.
Mm-hmm. But what were we talking about before that?
How did we get there?
Yeah.
We got there.
Wilson.
Churches become tax.
Churches.
Right. Religion being a scam.
Yeah, how the right wing co-opted Christianity and evangelical Christianity
and how
for their
these
means.
Christian kids are fucking out of their minds.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Shout out to the Christian kids who think they know the Bible. You are bad Christians. The lot of you. I was in Phoenix this past weekend, and I told my Hanuman joke.
Yep.
And at the end of the meet and greet, or during the meet and greet at the end of that show, I was like waiting, saying hi to people, and then from like there's a line this way, and then from the other side, there was a bar, and like I guess people spilled over into that bar like to get a drink or whatever. And after, like a few minutes into the meet and greet, some guy comes like walking from the bar, and he yells, "Hey Nimesh, Ben Jod." And sometimes, like, you know, Indian guys who are like a little older and a little drunk, they say that as like a joke.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right, old Indian guy calling
I was hoping it was a white guy. I was hoping it was a ginger white guy with the trucker hat, like Benjo.
No, it was older, like probably like 50s Indian guy who was like, "Hey Benjo," I'm like, "What's up, bro?" Like, just like say what up, because sometimes they also cut the line, you know. And I went up to say hi to him. And then he starts saying, "Teri maa ki chud honeymoon nu," and he starts saying,
real.
He starts saying all this stuff in Hindi, and I'm like, "What do you say?" I don't speak Hindi, so I still think he's like joking because I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Jai Shri Ram," and I was like he said that. He said, "Teri maa ki chud." He said everything that I say. They say like in my joke.
Yeah,
wow, a real life bot.
Yeah, like he
real
was,
life.
he was like legit mad.
Oh my god!
And it took me like too long to understand that he was actually upset. And I got close to him, like, because I thought he was like trying to say something to me. And then he put his like hand up like this. And then I realized, oh shit, he's like
trying to slap you.
He wants to hit me, and I was like, do something, dude. Do something. You're not doing shit. I'll ruin your fucking life. And then I walked back. I was like, all right, take care of yourself, buddy. And then he like walked away, and I told security, I was like, oh, he actually wanted to fight me. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And then he came back, and then security was like, all right, get the fuck out of here. And then they marched his ass outside. You could see him trying to yell at me. And then most of the security was like my height or like a little shorter. But then out of nowhere, two like 6'4" guys just like come up to him, and he's just like, okay, and then just walked away.
How tall was this guy?
This guy was probably like, I don't know, 5'8", 5'9", like short. Like I didn't feel threatened.
Yeah.
You're just an old uncle that was just
it was just like a crazy thing. Like I didn't think like that would exist in India. I did 60 minutes or 62 minutes. This was minute like 58 that I did the Hanuman joke, like just to like end on the religious thing that I was doing. And so the whole time he must have been laughing, and then that thing just set him off. And I'm just like perplexed at how you could be so mad about something that you threaten violence to, like, just in public to someone who will whoop your ass and it's surrounded by security. It's just nuts.
What is it about that Hanuman joke that really gets people going? Is it the fact that like
it's because
it's a good joke.
It's just like we're giving credit where it's not due. It's just
yeah. And then that's what gets him going. That he'll fight you.
Yeah, he wanted to fight.
An uncle that's never fought anybody in his life.
He
probably
wanted to fight.
Because if he's coming in with a hand slap, he's only ever hit his kids.
Yeah, you know,
He's never really.
It was one of these like
it
was one of these like his hand was cupped. He was ready to like, and I just like looked at it. It's just like, come on, man, get the fuck out of here, dude. Soft ass hands. You're at a comedy show, bro. You ain't about. You're wearing glasses. You ain't about that life. Like no one who wants to fight over Hanuman has ever fought, ever. And especially in Phoenix, Arizona, at age 55.
Do they have guns out there though?
They got guns out there.
Be careful, man.
I wasn't afraid of that guy. I didn't think about it at all. I just found it very funny that someone would be that mad as to threaten violence, and like he was speaking from his gut. Daddy Mark, you like, all right, dog. And like it was so like. I bet it bothered him that I smiled the whole time because I was in meet and greet mode. So I'm just like saying hi to everybody. Like I'm in a great mood. People are like, hey man, great show. Fucking. And this guy just comes up out of nowhere. Nimesh Banjo. I'm like, that's like my cousins might do that shit. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's you can be it could be a term of endearment. It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Sometimes it is.
I've definitely had friends do that when they're blacked out. You know, just
especially after an hour long comedy.
Yeah, Banjo. like
yeah, for people at home, for the non-Desis, I don't know. Do we have a word for non-Desis? Is there a word?
Immigrants.
The other, like, you know, like the Jews have goyams. They just call everybody who's...
Oh, goys.
Is that those are non-Jews?
Yeah, non-Jews. Yeah. Do we have one? What's the anti-Ginder? The non-Ginder. What is that?
Well, it's not Gora because that's white.
That's just white people.
Yeah.
I don't know if there.
Anyway, it's like if you would walk, it means sister fucker if I'm okay.
Yeah.
And but if you say it as a term of endearment, it'd be like, hey, it's like this fucking guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
In my head, it's a replacement for fuck.
Yeah.
That's
it is. Yeah.
You fuck.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Look at this fucker.
So it could have gone either way, and it went the dark way, which is kind of it's an old school mentality, man.
He was mad, but the point being, these religious fanatics are the least religious. Like they don't follow their religion at all. Like where in Hinduism does it say be angry to the point of violence and cursing somebody? It literally says in the Gita at least, like don't use that kind of language. Don't be mad. Don't be upset at somebody. You know, let it all pass. But this guy was ready to throw down.
This is tribal shit, man. It's not really. I don't think anybody that claims anything really believes in the real religion.
The white kid that was chewing out Vivek Ramaswamy is the same as that old Indian guy.
Yeah, that kid's not angry that I shot a priest in the head with a rubber bullet.
Right. They did that, by the way.
Yeah.
Pastor got shot in Chicago from a roof.
Yep. If I was Christian, I'd be pretty mad at that. But they're mad at Vivek for being brown and Hindu.
And trying to run for governor.
Yeah, and then Vivek's licking their boots.
Right. Good old Vivek Ramaswamy. Bro, I mean, what a waste of a billionaire that guy is.
Is he a billionaire?
Yeah, I mean, he did the whole pump and dump with some pharmaceutical stock.
Well, him and Chumma, they're both like Trump bootlickers that are billionaires.
They're chummuts.
They are chummuts.
They're just billionaires who... for whatever reason, need more validation.
They ain't gonna get it.
Never gonna get it.
I remember seeing. I think I said this when I was talking about the Saudi thing. I posted something, and one of the comments was someone like licking Vivek's ass.
Yeah,
it's just like I don't know how those two became the right wing guys for people.
It's because the whole business world's gone right wing. All the tech bros are right wing.
Right.
The Wall Street guys were always right wing, or apolitical because they just want things to fall apart so they can make money off of it.
Right.
But now everybody's right wing, so everybody in power. It's part of the grift, man.
Yeah, the grift is strong.
The Salesforce guy, that CEO came out and said he loved Trump and shit, and he was famous. He interviewed Obama.
Mark
Benioff, yeah. So everybody's just grifting, man. Everybody's just...
Yeah. What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Can we... You know how, like, Australia was formed with, like, degenerates?
Yeah, all the prisoners.
Yeah. Can we do that? Is there an open area where all the people can go form utopia?
I think we already have that now. It's the Midwest.
But you can't...
In the South, everybody believes the same thing. They're all there.
Yeah, but I'm saying for like
separate them entirely? I don't know.
No, I mean for like us.
Sweden? Norway? That's what Bernie says. Go to the Scandinavian countries.
That's what he says?
Well, no, he thinks that they have the ideal version of like...
They do, though. They do.
But they also don't have any diversity.
I don't know, man. I think the prison's a little too nice. You can't have a PS5 in a prison cell, man. I mean, come on.
I mean, bro.
Their prison cells look better than like New York City apartments that you pay $5,000 a month in rent for.
I'm saying that you should, if you're struggling in New York, save up some money, go to Norway, steal a car.
Yes, do something nonviolent, all right? And then you will have better living conditions than working hard.
Yeah. Well, there was the Norway, they're, democratic socialists or whatever it is, I think. But there was an article that came out in Bloomberg like a few weeks ago. It was like, can a country have too much money? And in Norway, a lot of things are subsidized. Healthcare is obviously free. Like education's free. They take care of everybody. There's UBI. And it said that math scores and stuff are falling. Innovation is not happening at the high level it should be happening. It's because everyone's just complacent. Which means it's ripe for taking over. Let's go over there, Indian people, and start some shit.
Start tech companies out there?
Let's start basic, bro. Indian food. These Norwegians won't know what hit them. They're like, oh my God.
I think that might kill them. Yeah. I think all that spice and flavor might just
more room for us. I'm down. Let's go.
I'm actually pro complacency. I think their lack of innovation also keeps them, because we have all this innovation and we have more money with them, and all that happened was the innovation was used to take money from poor people and give it to rich people.
Well, the problem with American innovation is that the thing we've innovated the most is the engineering of finance. It was financial engineering that ruined America. Didn't you send me that? You Probably. Sent me the interview about the how capital became the thing that we manufactured.
Yeah.
And capital is not labor intensive. So more and more capital required less and less people.
Yep.
And to keep the machine going, you just needed lower grunt, lower intelligence people, quote unquote, to keep the machine going. And it's just a financialization of everything that destroyed this country.
Or it was just used as a vehicle for inequality, which is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because the worker is less important, and that's why we're in the situation we're in.
Yep.
And the workers become so... And then the tech companies came in to brainwash the worker into voting against their own interests and putting these people into power.
Because that's where the capital went.
Yep.
Because capital follows capital, and it was clear that tech was another way to extract more capital and create quote-unquote efficiencies.
And it's a great misinformation machine, because now you don't have to use the church, right? Like Nixon in the back, I guess 1913 on, or whenever they started really Nixon, when they started to weaponize the church. Now they don't need to do that. Now that you have TikTok and Meta turning these kids into, we're going full circle, turning these kids into psychos.
So Christian psychos.
Yeah, and it's not really the church, it's these social media companies that are doing it.
How do we turn? We turned into like a pseudo history podcast.
Have we?
Yeah. I was talking about Nixon.
Well, I just wanted to... This podcast is about scams.
True.
And the history of scams.
And the history of scams, and how we're all actively in a scam right now. So it all tracks. You got to go deep into the history of scams.
Okay, well, let's talk about the AI scam, to the extent you were allowed to talk about it. Because it is a fascinating... Like, explain to me how NVIDIA has $100 billion in... Is it OpenAI has $100 billion in NVIDIA? Or NVIDIA has $100 billion in OpenAI? And then AMD got another $100 billion or 10, whatever it was.
Well, in the last 4 weeks of this podcast coming out, or whenever it comes out, Sam Altman raised $300 billion from Oracle from Larry Ellison, $100 billion from NVIDIA, and then he got $10 billion from AMD for a stake in their company. So he's got $410 billion lined up. And then he's also going to the capital markets, the traditional way companies raise money, for another $400 billion.
So it's just money.
It's just money on top of money.
From the perception of value.
For the perception of value, because...
It's fucking Bitcoin.
Well, no, it's because our whole stock market and everything's being floated by AI right now, and AI spending. Because the American economy is not really doing well.
No.
People can't really afford anything.
You shut your mouth.
The prices of everything are high.
We don't have any economic data to verify that. Thank you, Donald Trump, for blacking out economic data. You can't know if it's bad if you don't know it's bad.
There you go.
Bang.
And it's all a scam. Because he'd have to build the biggest company the world has ever had. And even if you don't know anything about AI, like, Google still exists and Microsoft still exists. Like, they're not going to overtake all these other big companies with these huge war chests. Like, it's just all a scam to keep the American economy propped up. Because the thing that this is my actual, it's not even a conspiracy theory. Like, everybody turned on George Bush because the stock market crashed. They were cool with George Bush bombing Iraq and which made no sense.
Well, it was also 2008, and he was done anyway.
But like they really turned, they gave him 2 terms, but they turned on him ultimately, and the Republicans to let a black guy in office because the stock market crashed. Also, Trump is just keeping the stock market propped up because if the stock market crashes, it's over for old boy. Then he's going to get. Then the Republicans are going to get rocked in the next election. That's all people really care about is the stock market. I've realized. People don't really know anything about the economy, and for whatever reason, like even though nobody can afford a house and their groceries, they're still voting for Trump and they still love Trump. But if the stock market crashes, that's when they'll turn on him. So I don't know.
Well, I still don't understand how a company can give another company money to then give the money back to it.
It's vendor financing. This actually happened in the .com bubble. So a lot of these companies, they needed to, like these telecom companies needed to build infrastructure. And the companies that they needed to build just didn't have the money. So they were like, we're going to lend you the money and then you're just going to give it back to us. So
once you start making money on your own.
It's basically a layaway. It's like going to fucking Walmart and buying things on layaway.
Well, what the fuck is OpenAI going to make?
They're just betting. They're telling the world that it's a winner-take-all technology, that everything's going to be built on GPT, and that they're going to be a company making a crazy amount of revenue. 800 million people use ChatGPT.
Are we going to bail ChatGPT out, or is it going to be too big to fail?
I don't think America, the U.S. Treasury, has enough money to bail out any of these companies. Like the American economy is broke, man. We're crazy in debt.
Right.
We are hood rich. America's hood rich.
China is going to take over our ports. That's not going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
We'll go to war before that.
I mean, all China has to do is wait. China's going to do shit. They just have to wait.
What happens if America is like, psych, we're not paying any of our debt?
Yeah, who's the repo man of the world?
What happens? What happens? What if
this Chinese dude starts showing up to the White House and start taking out stuff?
What if Donald's like, hello, G? Yeah, no.
Yeah, who repos Air Force One?
What? Qatar. Qatar. That's why.
That's the craziest thing.
That's why he got another plane. Because if China comes for Air Force One, he's already got another plane. Shout out to the Trump voters who are so happy that Qatar is building a Air Force base in Idaho. I can't wait to see what those Qataris do with potatoes.
I want to put out a podcast conspiracy so bad, man.
What is it?
So, like,
you can do it. Do you have a podcast?
I guess I do, but I don't want to add to the podcast tinfoil conspiracies. Sarthik, you decide if you cut this. So, like, when October 7th happened, they said that they made a deal before that Hamas leadership is in Qatar.
Correct.
Right? And then they've just been there.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Qatar gets their base in Idaho, and now they get peace talks. So it's all just money moving around in these pockets in the Middle East.
Yeah, I mean, Qatar's been propping up Hamas.
Yeah, and then now they get their airbase, and they're like, all right, now fall back. Now the whole thing's over. Smooth it over. And now Netanyahu's like, all right, fine. You guys got your military base, and we'll stop for now.
But to what end?
Qatar really wanted this They really wanted this land in Idaho. I don't know what they wanted for.
Also,
why does Qatar even need a base here? What are they going to do with it?
Attack Canada?
Yeah, where are all their enemies?
So according to this clip, it's not really a base that they're getting. It's just that their pilots are going to be trained at our base in Idaho. It's not an actual Qatari base that's going to be. I don't know why.
Nothing could go wrong with that plan. Nothing at all could go wrong with that. Jesus Christ, man.
What could happen? I don't know. Qatar seems like a friendly country.
I don't know, but everybody's friendly. Like, they train all these Afghani like Mujahideen against the Soviets, and then look what happened there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Speaking of Taliban,
during the Cold War.
Yes, I know.
Okay, there you go.
I'm just kidding.
Speaking of Taliban, they were hosted in India by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and
when recently,
like this past week or this weekend. And they did not allow a single female journalist in the room.
Yeah, of course not. This is all such a giant scam. Everything is a scam. All these guys are moving money around with each other.
I mean, that is one big positive of this current administration, that all the scams are just out in the open. And you just, if you like a good scam, if you were like rooting for Michael Douglas in Wall Street, like this is your time.
But it's so dumb. Like this Qatari guy watched Top Gun Maverick and he was like, I want that. I want to make that happen. And then he just made it happen. Couple wars later, thousands of people dead in Gaza, tens of thousands of people dead. Children, just so he could get his pilots trained in Idaho.
What's the long game? What chess are they playing?
I think he was just literally watching Top Gun on his Gulf Stream, and he was like, "We got to have that, man."
That doesn't make sense.
He's just on a coke bender, and he's like, "Yo,
it doesn't make sense."
I don't think it makes sense. It's just we're just run by rich dumbasses.
Yeah, I mean, tinfoil hat. Hamas is going to train in Idaho.
No, well, Qatar trains in Idaho because they want it. They just use Hamas to foment wars so they could move money around.
Right. But if they're protecting Hamas, and now they're going to be in Qatar and Idaho,
potatoes? I don't know.
I'm done eating chips. I'm boycotting.
I don't know
I'm boycotting potatoes.
I don't know, man. This whole thing stinks.
Yeah, no, it's not a good time.
Oh man,
fun times. There's something else in my brain. It's gone. Yeah, I don't remember. What's this?
ICE is in the streets in Chicago. For what reason, I have no idea. Arresting 15-year-old autistic kids.
If you're in Chicago, please tell us what's going on, because all the on-ground reporting seems shaky. It's obviously a lot of it is designed to scare us, and it's working. But I want to know what's actually happening in the streets.
Even one of these weird arrests, these extrajudicial arrests, are bad. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%.
So the fact that there's like multiple ones and people are like TikToking them now is crazy.
So I was talking about this earlier, is that when we was talking about before, I didn't bring it up when we were talking about Obama, but Obama deported more people, or did the same amount of deportations as Donnie. But Donnie's use of like such public military force and like violence is so intentional to purposely intimidate not just the people that they're going after, but us, Americans in general, to be like, this is what we're going to be up against pretty soon. Because, okay, let's just say hypothetically, these fucking fake cops with their like racist beards and pussy ass masks capture every person they're trying to capture, then what? Does it just dissolve? Do they go manufacture? Is this just a holding pattern for these guys to wait until all the manufacturing comes back to America?
I don't know, man. I mean, these guys couldn't even join regular police forces.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be pretty dumb to not become a cop.
And join the Army either. Army's always open for jobs.
But they don't pay like this.
That's crazy. ICE gets paid more than the Army?
ICE gets paid more than teachers. We rather pay ICE than solve systemic issues in America. That's fact. $30 billion a year, $30 to $50 billion a year on ICE.
Bro, this administration said they were going to cut costs, and all they have is increased costs. Like, it's way more expensive to get 9 goons to run up on somebody, and then if one of these ICE guys twists their ankle, you got to give them workers' comp. Like, it's crazy. It costs the American taxpayers so much money to do this.
Should we join ICE and twist our ankles?
Dude, I will join ICE, and then we'll take turns hitting each other with bats in the legs.
I thought he was an immigrant. Yeah. I thought he was an immigrant.
Short-term disability. What's that? That's a good scam. Yeah. Solid scam, by the way.
Solid scam. You heard it here first on GucciTurban.com/join ICE, Asif and Nimesh. If you go to the ICE website and put in code Gucci Turban, you get 10% bonus for joining ICE. Imagine we gave referral bonuses for joining ICE, dude.
That'd be great.
I should join ICE and then just beat the shit out of every immigrant that I don't like.
I don't know if there are any immigrants that I think that's why the people join. Like they get
100%. It's just to be racist openly. You know, like it's sad to see not white people doing it. You know, there was that ad of that Bengali guy who was like, I want to join ICE.
Yeah, and then one of the Chicago videos was a black ICE guy with the dreads.
Yeah.
Doing a terrible takedown on another guy. Like, he didn't even know how to fight. Right. He had his gun, and he took like 5 minutes to put his gun behind his back.
Right.
It's crazy, man. This whole thing is like, it's just a waste of money, and all these like America First Trump people are so dumb. It's kind of pointless to talk to them. We bailed out Argentina. What's up with that?
Yeah. It's so funny. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen is that they bailed out Argentina to the tune of $20 billion, and then Argentina went and bought soy from China.
Bro, Argentina's also always been bad with money.
Right.
You never give someone in high school on my soccer team. We had an Argentinian kid, right? And all the other Spanish kids, and this is 20 years ago, to make fun of him, would call him economia.
Jesus.
20 years ago, dog.
Mm-hmm. And that kid went on to become Messi. So you never know who you're insulting.
You never know. No, I was not that good at soccer. Messi was not on my youth soccer team. But they've always been bad at money. And you don't you don't bail out your friend who's bad with money.
No.
That's that's life advice from Gucci Turban.
Right. That would be $200,000. Yeah, I mean, it is. I wrote this down earlier, is that the people who are America first are not really America first. They're me first.
Yep.
And those are two contradictory things. You cannot be pro your country and also pro yourself in total. Like there's definitely elements where you could be pro caring about yourself and your country, but as a rule of thumb, the fact that you are your country first means you sacrifice your own personal well-being or something, in this case, like tax dollars maybe, to make sure your country does well. But capitalism and the individualism of America is at its last stages. We're right here. According to Why Nations Fail, we're near the end.
According to historians, we're screwed. What do we do, guys? What's the final scam? The last episode of this podcast will be called The Final Scam.
And then ICE will barge in through the door. Just beat the shit out of us on camera. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. Join ICE? That's what I've got so far.
I don't know, man. I feel like they're really scraping at the bottom of the barrel to find immigrants. They're just going after kids now.
Yeah.
And probably aren't that. They probably, it's an overhyped amount of illegals anyway. It's just a scam.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
to scare people.
It's to keep those people who would otherwise be storming the Capitol again employed. That's all it is.
Yeah.
No, 100%. You've created jobs to capture people who allegedly stole jobs. That's a scheme. 100% a scheme. Because you know that if those people don't get employed, they're exactly the type of person to go down like a socialist YouTube rabbit hole while they're sitting and wondering, looking for work, and they realize that the American government, Trump specifically, Republicans specifically, and then, you know, historically, like every government has just been purposely designed to screw them as opposed to actually take care of them vis-a-vis investments in long-term things like healthcare and education and job creation and upskilling that would actually benefit them.
Yeah, but these people are too dumb, bro. Like that kid who's talking to Vivek's too stupid to know like that the immigrant's not the guy who created the layoffs.
But that's the point. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to say.
Like private equity does the layoffs. They'll buy your little manufacturing plant in Ohio. They lay off half the people, and then somehow in Ohio, you think that's the immigrants, the Haitians eating dogs or whatever, is the real reason, and then you vote for Trump.
That's exactly what I'm saying, though.
That's the thing. People are too dumb. Like they wouldn't. What I'm saying is they wouldn't go down that socialist rabbit hole because they're too dumb.
I think they might, though. I think they might.
I think left wing content's just not as good as right wing content to like radicalize people.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Because hate, like I said, is amazing.
But can't you? You can hate the other. You can hate. You can be a left hater.
Yeah, that's kind of what we are.
Yeah,
That's kind of what we are.
hate.
Yeah, I hate. Yeah, we're haters, but like you're getting like you can't like blue pill somebody into just being loving and shit. Because then like we as a society we like turn our back. We call that woke or like performative males and all this stuff. We just like kind of we're like socialist.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think we've said this before that somehow successfully the right wing has turned caring about someone into not manly. And not alpha.
Sigma male grind set, saunas, cold plunges.
What?
Can't do any of that stuff.
Sigma male mindset?
Sigma male grind set. Never heard of that?
No.
Oh,
like
man.
there's alpha males and beta males.
What's a sigma male?
A sigma male is like even above an alpha male.
Uh-huh.
Like the true alpha male. Like you don't even know. It's how these incels justify like they're not out and they're not jacked, but they're still somehow more manly than the jacked guy.
Like Stephen
because
Miller.
they're sigma males because their mind makes them more alpha.
Like Stephen Miller is a sigma male?
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly it. Like he has no upper body strength.
Sperm?
Yeah, but he's just basically
He's a fucking sperm cell come to life.
like Ben Shapiro's a sigma male. Like these guys who are just have like no physical ability, but they also believe in hypermasculinity. But it's their mind.
Wow.
Yeah, man. This rabbit hole is deep. These red pill guys say you can't blue pill anybody that good. Like red pilling makes Stephen Miller think that he is a powerful man.
But can we? All right. I think our audience is probably it's got some pretty intelligent people.
Yeah, I don't know how you blue pill. I don't think you can, man.
All right. Okay. Maybe we can. Give me an example of red pilling. Like, what's a thing that would red pill somebody?
We just talked about the immigrants taking.
No,
your
but
job.
like specifically, what would be like a video clip that would red pill? Like, okay, go back. Define red pilling on this.
Like red pilling would be like you need to work out otherwise, or eating soy makes you feminine.
Yeah. Gives you man tits.
Giving you zoo man tits.
Okay.
And then you got to counteract eating soy by lifting heavy weights. And then if you can't really lift heavy weights,
it's the act of rejecting mainstream or accepted beliefs in favor of alternate worldwide view claims and reveal hidden truths.
So how does it's the act of
rejecting mainstream
or accepted beliefs in favor of an alternative worldview that claims to reveal hidden truths. The term comes from 1990 film Matrix. Modern political.
From the Morpheus giving the blue pill of the red
telling
pill.
somebody to wake up.
So in far right, in modern usage, in far right and online extremist spaces, it often means embracing anti-establishment, anti-feminist, or conspiratorial views. There are options like black pill, becoming nihilistic or hopeless about changing the system. White pill, staying optimistic or believing positive change is possible. So we're trying to white pill people, right?
I guess in a way, in this context, this terminology.
White pill is trying to...
With their stupid terminology, yeah.
Right. So red pilling means making someone anti-feminist.
Right.
Anti-woke, anti-establishment. Okay, we're going to have to think about this. How do we, I think we can do it. I think it's possible.
We should turn this podcast into that.
Into the White Pill podcast?
Into the White Pill podcast.
I mean, it kind of is.
Is it?
A little bit.
Not
I mean,
really.
it goes ebbs and flows. It goes from black pilled to white pilled.
From nihilistic to like hopeful.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful that we can launch a scam.
Let's be clear, folks. We're trying to launch a scam. This is all this is all trying to get rich. Let's not
The long arc of this podcast is a scam.
think about how many podcast dollars have gone to red pilling.
Right.
Hundreds of millions of dollars. This Barry Weiss lady that runs CBS News, she got $150 million
For what?
for her website, The Free Press.
Wow.
She is a lesbian woman who is like a right-wing crazy person who got kicked out of New York Times, started a Substack, just became famous in the red pill world, right? And like she's just a token for them. And now she got 150. She got to look at that bag, crazy bag.
Okay, but I mean, I think we can. if our white pilling is our base level should be trying to open people's eyes up to the most obvious of all scams, which is what we said earlier, which is that it's the financial services industry and the government in cahoots with them destroying the country, but they've somehow blamed immigrants and minorities. That is the scam of all scams. That's a scam since, like, let's just say
that's our lifetime's biggest scam.
It's the last
scam.
20, 30, last 20, 30 it's the last scam for
and
sure.
The Cold War is pretty good. So, like, the boomers got the Cold War scam. That Russia was going to kill him any given minute. It never happened.
But that's also an offshoot of the same scam, that you blame some enemy so you don't look at who's actually doing the screwing. And this is a scam that started. Let's take post Civil War and pre Civil War. Pre Civil War America, slavery, obviously awful. Post Civil War Reconstruction. Poor white people and poor black people were working alongside each other for like 10 minutes. And then they started realizing, oh shit, we're all just poor. And then the poor white people were about to rebel against the rich white people. But then the rich white people ran a scam saying, yo, it's the poor black people that are the reason that you're poor.
Yeah.
And that scam has just iterated in its own different forms.
To immigrants.
Until now. That's the real scam.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, these scams are in the service of business. That's how they work. You get paid.
Yeah.
Like, all these right-wing podcasters are getting paid because they're in the service of the people who are really in power.
Right.
So if you go the other way,
yes,
it's like kind of anti-business. Like, how do we, you know what I mean? What billionaire would buy our podcast for $100 million to white pill anything?
Zoran Mamdani.
Good ones.
The new altruistic, soon-to-be billionaires. So I don't know who.
Maybe Tylenol is good for you. Shout out to Tylenol. Sponsorship opportunity open.
I got a headache. What am I going to take? Water? No. Electrolytes?
You crush up that Tylenol and you snort it right up.
Acetaminophen.
Tylenol.
And look, now I know how to count. Thanks, Tylenol.
Oh yeah, not only do I know how to count, I jumped 45 inches vertical. My God, I lifted a car. Tylenol is amazing.
Yeah, we're let's white pill. Can we white pill? That's gonna be the name of the podcast episode. Can we white pill? The white pill episode. Also, before we switch to Patreon, last week's episode is Patreon only. Because I was talking about Saudi Arabia and I want to save all the stuff I said basically for the stage. And then
I've also maligned quite a few of your peers, so I should.
Yeah, maybe. Sure. Also that. That's fine.
It was a long edit. I will tell you that.
Certain things I can't say that. Can't say this.
It's probably the most.
Like,
I've
and
edited.
Another thing, dead air.
I don't remember any of it, but I did try to watch some of it again. I was like, damn, we've had some wild shit on there. So yeah, go to Patreon if you want to watch that. Someone posted it on Twitter like, hey man, this podcast episode was up for 10 minutes. What happened?
Someone texted me like, yo, what happened to your podcast? And I was like, I don't know.
The editor didn't see the message.
Yeah. Oh, I think I made it private. That's what happened.
No,
you made it private?
You sent me the message being like, maybe let's make it just Patreon at like 2. And I didn't see it because I was in the middle of a deep edit trying to make thumbnails and titles. And I posted it at like 3:15. And I checked my phone and you were like an hour ago. Maybe we should make it just Patreon. So I'm like, it was up for like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, sorry.
We got like 200 views, 6 comments. And I was like, well, you didn't reply because I was like, it's a good episode. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to make it private.
Yeah.
So then
Smart
it's just,
decision.
So 200 people got to decide for free.
Yeah, it's good. Good for them. It was a good episode. I think.
It was a great episode.
It was a great episode. It would have definitely
And people loved
gotten
it.
huge, but we just can't.
Out of the 6 people who commented, 3 were like, this is a hilarious thumbnail. So it made me really sad. It wasn't
you got
one
Zach Woods in the thumbnail.
I had 3 A/B testing thumbnails. One of them was this one. The other one was what's his face? Chappelle, Burr, Kevin Hart, and Pete wearing the Saudi outfit and with the Riyadh Comedy Festival in the background.
Yeah, no, it's probably not a good idea. All right, you want to switch to Patreon? Listen, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This is Gucci Turban. I'm Nimesh. That's Asif. I'll be on the road everywhere pretty soon. I don't know when this is coming out. I got a pop-up show in New York. Hopefully there's some tickets left. Check my Instagram for that because the link is not up anywhere else. Denver, Indianapolis, Tampa, Columbus. I'm going to Pittsburgh. I got a bunch of spots coming up. Just sign up for my email list if you haven't already. And also join us on GucciTurban.com/Nimesh and Asif join ICE because we're going to join ICE.
Disability claim coming at you.
We're going to
U.S. taxpayer.
We're going to hit the streets. It'd be fun to join ICE and then just hit an ICE agent in the back of the head. Oh, my bad, dude.
Yeah, just be bumbling around.
Yeah. We should do like should do a sketch of joining ICE.
I would definitely do that, and then like hit another ICE guy in the ass with a trank gun. And be like, oh my bad, dog.
Oh, my bad, Lo Siento. What do you mean, Lo Siento? That didn't start kicking your ass. You're not allowed to speak any language but English,
and poorly. You got to speak it poorly. No big words.
All right, join us on Patreon. We're gonna be there for a few, and then I got to put my child to bed.
Free Palestine?
Free Palestine?
Question mark?
Yes.